This is Bryce Lewis, world champion.
Hey,
APS.
nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Depth. Oh, whoa! And Bryce goes 3 for 3. Fast off the chest, stalls a stitch. 3 white lights, and Bryce Lewis has broken the bench press world record.
Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
せっかくなのでブライス・ルイスさん忙しいと思うんですけど、ちょっとデッドリフトめちゃくちゃなんていうんですか、繊細な動きとかこだわるので、ちょっとコツを教えてもらいます。
Yeah, absolutely. So since it's been a while for you, I guess we can just start. And I think the best way is just to have you take a setup and
Okay.
we'll just do maybe 2 reps at a time.
All right.
I don't want to wear you out for later.
I'm a little nervous because it's been a while.
There's absolutely no pressure. Nothing to worry about.
So let's put this on. Also, when you deadlift at your meets,
Yes.
You do sumo.
I do sumo, yeah.
What's your reasoning behind it?
Sumo for me is easier to do. I can lift more weight and I can recover quicker in training.
Right.
For powerlifters, the thing we care most about is that we can do more weight.
Yeah.
So choose the stance that you can do more weight with, but also I'm able to train it more often because it doesn't fatigue my low back as much.
Right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while.
Cool. So you can put it down. Are you okay if we adjust things a little bit?
For sure. Yeah.
We don't need to go that wide. So for a lot of people, they have the hip range of motion
Right.
and the height to get their feet all the way out to the plates, but it's really not necessary. So what I'm looking for are a few things. That we have the shin somewhat vertical, so the knee at the start of your position is somewhere around above your ankle here,
Right.
and you are kind of out here
I see.
to the side.
I see.
So that's a good starting place.
Does that put too much strain on the?
I think you'll be able to deadlift more and be more efficient with your muscles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So slightly more narrow.
Yeah. Let's try a little wider. Okay, give that a try. Okay, how does that feel?
Does feel a lot better.
Okay. At 135 pounds, everything's gonna feel good today.
It's true.
But before you move, go back to where you were before. Just look down and see where this knurl is in comparison to your feet. So it looks like from your eyesight, it's somewhere on the outside of your foot. Is that right?
This part?
Yeah.
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 So that way you can just get back into the same position easier when you step to the barbell.
I see.
So you just
So
memorize.
same setup every time.
Yep, exactly. That way it's repeated.
What do you think about where the toes are pointing?
The wider your stance, the more angled out your toes are usually. So conventional feet straight forward usually, and the wider your stance. Yep, and that's just because that's where the knee tracks. Forward, the knee tracks forward. Out, the knee tracks out.
Right.
Okay. So the other thing I'm going to do is if we watch from the side, and actually let's have another rep and you can film from the side. Just do the same rep before you fix it without me saying anything. There you go. This is fine, but you're starting your hips a little bit too low. If we start your hips up a little bit higher, the pull is going to be easier to get to break off the floor and easier to finish.
I see. So, from like here.
Yeah, that looks about right. Yep. Good.
This feels stronger.
Good. So all we did so far is stance in a little bit, and we raised your hips up a little bit, and then we'll do one more thing with a band to work on some sequencing, and then I think we'll be good for today.
I saw in your videos that where you say like if I start here, basically when you put down the bar, where your hips end up is where your starting position would be.
That's somewhere around right.
Around?
Yeah.
Is that?
So a lot of people see an ideal sumo technique because they see someone built for sumo,
Right.
and they look from the side and they see how vertical the back
Yes.
is. These people have tiny femurs, which and they're using a deadlift bar, which makes that position look perfect.
Right.
So people try to copy it, and they want that super vertical back, and the problem is that you just don't have any pressing power off the floor.
I see.
Because we don't have any glute engagement here. So if we shift the knees back, so the knees are a little bit more in line, so we go from here to here, we get to use the muscles a little bit better.
I see.
Yeah.
So depending on the person and the length of their femurs, back, upper torso.
Yeah, so
it slightly
all we're
changes.
talking about here are guidelines. Your feet might be anywhere within a 1 foot range. Your hips might be anywhere in a 1 foot range as well, depending on your height and how long your femurs are. Yeah. But I'm gonna grab a band real quick.
Okay.
So we moved where your feet were, we changed where your hips were, and the last thing we're gonna do is the order of moving the knees and the hips. And this is super easy. So we're just attaching a light band here to a post, and we're gonna step inside it and put it to the waist and step out. And then we're gonna take close to your sumo stance here. And all we're gonna do is without the barbell, just going through the motion here. And what we want usually is for the knees to lock slightly before the hips. So as you're pulling, yeah, exactly. And I want you to exaggerate it just a little bit early on so that you get the feeling for it. So we'll do it without a barbell, and then we'll just use an empty barbell just to get the feeling for it.
So the difference, I guess conventional will be more like a swift one movement.
For conventional, the hips and the knees are roughly simultaneous.
Okay.
But for the sumo, when you're mostly upright, we can use the low back to extend, and it just makes the lift a little easier.
Right.
Yeah. So you'll have to lean forward to counterbalance the band. Here you go. Yeah. Good. So keep your arms connected to your thighs here. Yep. There you go. Good. Yep. Now one smooth motion. Good. You don't have to come down as far because we're trying to make this look like your sumo.
Right.
So go down, 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 stop, and there. Remember, that's where we change it to. Good. Pull from there. Good. Again. Good.
Okay.
Now keep the bar connected to your legs. Good. Good. So all the band does is make you aware of your butt.
Sure, it does help.
Yeah. Now try with the barbell and see if you notice any difference.
It does fire up the glutes a little more.
Yeah, it does.
Because I have to like that forward lean and the pull on the hips.
There you go.
That does feel good.
Good. So sumo is basically a balance of what position can we put you in for the most amount of muscle that we use to pull and the minimum range of motion. And that's a great start. Fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, man.
皆さん、ブライス・ルイスさん、インスタグラムチェックしてみてください。もう世界一のパワーリフターなので。
And I would put enjoyment over anything. Make sure that you're enjoying this, that it's fun for you. Treat it as a skill, as something to get better at. Be a student of the sport, and I think you'll really enjoy it too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.